Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Glad to see you here. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my stream. I'm Bye Money. Today we're gonna get our bamboo. Got a small hit this morning during the pre-market show. I saw this trap trade and I took it and I got hit on it. Got me with a failed trap, and that is tricky. Market being a little tricky with us today. So I'm gonna use this as a a sort of warning. Maybe today might be a little tricky, the fact that this trap fails. But yeah, little red right now, but it's all good. Hopefully I can turn that to green on the stream, but we will see. We're not going to force any trades. We're going to take the best setups possible here. I might have gotten a little early. I tried to take this break. Maybe it was the first break of trend, and looking to test that high here, trying to make a new high. But yeah, made a boo boo. Might have made a boo boo. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Kid Poker. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. Kid Poker, day trading like a predator. Good morning. Jocko, Speedy Boy, good morning. Spawn Productions, good morning. Pushing up higher. Yeah, I was thinking about this failed trap and then reversing my trade, but it's all good. All good. I might have, but outside bar reversal. Didn't like that. Morning to your chef. Good morning. It's the first time I watched your live. Nice. Let's go, baby. Hey, I'm on every single day, so you have plenty of opportunities to catch me again. I'm actually thinking to go long here. If we get a trap trade, I'll go long here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Arthur Lopez. Good morning. Piranha Panda, good morning from Oklahoma. Hope everyone's doing amazing. We're gonna get our bamboo today. Down a little bit, but no biggie. I do want to go long here if we get a trap trade. If we get a second interest short, I'm gonna take a trap trade to the long side if I can. I'll probably swing it for a couple points, maybe 2 points. Arthur Lopez asks, how do you pass your eval so easily? Bernadette, let's go, baby. Arthur Lopez, he's a panda, so he's in the pre-market show. So we go over all my off-stream trades, over my accounts on the pre-market show. So, Russell H, good morning, Panda. Like you said before, it seems like the best-looking trades end up being traps. Yeah, I mean, I recognize now that was a bad trade because it was a first break of trend, and we're not looking for a reversal here. We're actually looking for a new high, and that's what got me, that eagerness. I just saw the setup and I wasn't looking at the context. Plus, we're actually bouncing off support here, yesterday's close, and we missed it by 1 tick. That could be something telling for us. We could have a strong reversal today, maybe a strong uptrend. I'm not sure. We'll see. We're gonna read the price action bar by bar, and we're gonna find out. Unfortunately, we don't get any setup here that we like. We want to get a second interest short so we can go long here. Yeah, so if we get a second entry short here and it fails, we'd like to go long if we can to get that new high, but we'll see if we get it. But yeah, that one got me. I really like the setup, but I didn't. The context was wrong. Bad context, right? We finished this downtrend, right? Break a trend to new low. So we're in an uptrend now, and this uptrend, first break a trend, looking for a new high, and got a little eager there to go short, thinking we might actually come back and, you know, maybe I missed something like this bigger pattern here or something, and that was first break of this trend, trying to get that new low here, but a little too eager. Maybe reading too much into this. We may get that second entry short. We might get a double bottom here, micro double bottom. We'll see. The market's been stingy, so we'll probably just get a micro double bottom and it'll just reverse from here on out. Still looking for that new high, so I'm actually looking for a fail second entry short here. See if we get it. But tricky, right? That trap literally just goes about like 2 ticks and just reverses like immediately. There are people waiting there, preying on those trap traders. Four Tick Scalp says, what do you think about using 2500 tick chart for additional entries? I noticed Thomas Wade started doing this. I used to use like the 2584 because that's a fib number, but I stopped using it just because most of you guys use the 2000 tick chart, and so I take most of my trades on the 2000 tick because it's just the most popular, and you kind of want to trade the most popular time frames because that's where, you know, you want to see the setups that most people are seeing. So that's why you like to use, you know, kind of popular time frames. To get back to Arthur Lopez's question, how do you pass your eval so easily? So he's a panda, so he gets access to the pre-market show, and I mean, he sees me pass these evals like all the time, and so multiple accounts right now on Apex, and so he how do I pass it? Well, I'll probably have to say that for the pre-market show, so sorry for not answering that during the show, but I'll probably answer that tomorrow. Join again tomorrow and I'll answer that question. Very interesting that this trap fails here. The price action is it's a trading range right now. A little tricky. This could be the attempt for that new high, but most of the time we actually do make a new high. But this could be the attempt of it, and that might be enough, right? It's a lower high double top, and I mean, that's essentially what it is, right? It's just, we just want a two-legged move. If we see on the higher time frames, right, the reason why we look for break of trend to new high or break of trend to new extreme is because on the higher time frames it's simply a two-legged pullback, right? The higher time frames is just a two-legged move. And so that's why we look for that, because we're looking at the pattern at the higher time frame and trying to match it and try to enter on the lower time frame. That's what we're doing here. So that's why we want that break of trend to new high, right? The two-legged move is on the higher time frame. A little too sideways for me. I'm unsure which direction we're trying to ultimately go towards. Kind of difficult. This trap failing, it's a little tricky right there. Being a little tricky. Market just open, pandas. Let's get our bamboo. Hey, we don't chase any trades. We let the market come to us, right? We let the setup come to us. We only take what the market gives us, and so we're not going to force any trades here. big move up. Still looking for that new high, looks like. No setups for me really right now. I really like the second entry long on the 10K chart. Finally scalps out. Trading range right now, just from the top to the bottom to the top. Trading range indicator marking for us, the trading range. I still think it wants that new high though. Like this strong bull bar ending on its high, right? And this little gap here right now. This gap showing here right now makes me feel like we're gonna make a new high, but we shall see. Let's see if this gap fills. If it reverses without filling this gap, then we probably have a high chance making that new high. And gap just filled. Top to the bottom. Just untradeable at the moment, in my opinion. I may take a second entry short here now, because the fact that we came back to the bottom here, filled that gap, I need to set up for a second entry short. And I'm thinking we might come back down here, but we shall see. This is hard to say right now, trading range. But I'm actually very interested in a second entry short here if we can get it. We're below this trend line now, and I would like a setup if we can get it, but market's gonna be stingy. Maybe give us an inside bar here, and I might have to go in the outside bar reversal, but we shall see. What I'm looking for is a second entry short, A, B, C, second entry short. I'm trying to go short here. It might not even give me my setup. It might make the move without me. Actually breaks below and makes the move without me. Scalps out right there immediately. I would have liked it if it was a second entry short, but it's gonna end up just being maybe a lower high. A lower high entry, first entry. Unfortunate. We had to reset the counts here, so now the setup that I wanted, the market's being stingy, right? Doesn't give us what we want. Right, we can only take what the market gives us, and didn't give us that little pop up to trigger that second pullback, so I can come in with a second entry short. So instead, it does this, right, inside bar, and then finally breaks down. Which some traders are willing, if some traders really feel like this can go down, like they'll enter right here on that inside bar, right when it breaks below, they'll enter there. Unfortunately, could not get into that. Can I get into this trade? I would have liked this trade here, but what can you do? Can we take what the market gives you? And the market just didn't give it to us. Good morning, guys. Most of you guys think it's going to be a trading range today. That probably means most of you guys are confused. I mean, when we look at the daily chart, I mean, what do we have going on here? I mean, we had the chance to reverse here. This is where we should have reversed, right? Break of trend to new low. This is the point where we should have reversed. We failed to reverse. Instead, we're making another push down. So that probably means I'm going to have to adjust these trend lines. And this is probably a bigger, right? Bigger downtrend. But let's see if we make a new low. I want to see us break this, and then if that happens, I'm readjusting this channel here. But we still have not broke this low, and so we just wait. Do I want to go short here? We're a little far away from the 20 EMA. It's a Pikachu setup. Getting a little sideways here. A little tricky in my opinion. Second entry short here, setting up. Do I think we're gonna have another leg down here? quite possibly. Okay, not when the candles look like that. You're not necessarily looking for a short now. We're above the 20 EMA, and we might just come back up. We might just come back up now to make a new high. Fail breakdown here of this trade. Trading range still valid on the 2K chart. Comes back to the top of the trading range. That's not a trade that I was expecting this to happen, but now we made that new high. Big push up here. We could have an uptrend today. 10,000 tick chart. We hit the top of the trading range, right? Bottom trading range to the top of the trading 10,000 tick chart. Make sure there's no unfinished business here. Strong push up, the multiple bull bars ending on their high. Makes me feel like we can have another push up here. Almost makes me want to go long here on this 3. But I'm going to sit on my pause and wait for a 2-leggy. I would like my setup if I can get it. This is not, I mean, because the momentum is so strong, I feel like you can just go long and make a point. But we'll see here. Let's see what happens. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 bull bars ending near their high. On their highs or near their highs. Big push down. No longer interested in that long. Just going up and down, up and down. It's a tricky day. You know, that trap failing here made me feel like we're going to have a tricky day today. And this is already very tricky in my opinion. Because it keeps making you think we're going to trend up. Now, nope, now we're going to trend down. So the trend keeps changing, which makes it ultimately turn into a trading range, right? When you just keep getting reversals. Hard for me to make a play here. I mean, we just got a big leg up, big leg down, and I'm just a little confused. You know, if it's anything, it's a trading range, and we're at the bottom of it. Maybe, I mean, typically, I guess you look to go short here. Does make a scalp here on that short. Sitting on my pause. Quite confusing at the moment. Market seems to be a little confused. Like it really wants to go up and it really wants to go down. It's just like these big swings up, big swings down. Now we're slowing down here. And we could just have a trading range day today, but I guess I'll go short here. I would like to go short here if I can. But I need a setup. I may take a second entry short here if we get it. Okay, we don't get the second short. Maybe fail second entry long. Maybe. Nope. Goes on without us. I wanted to go short, but didn't have the setup that I wanted. It's not giving me any setups right now. Maybe it's wise to even go long here because you're just thinking trading range. You're thinking 2 legs down now, right? This is just one big 2-legged pullback, A, B, C, and might just go long here. Might just keep bouncing back and forth. But for me, I could see this as also a break of trend to new high, and we could be on a downtrend now, and we may want this downtrend to continue before. Yeah, we'll see here. It's confusing. It's confusing. That's what happens in trading ranges. You just get really confused. And basically, you know, fortune favors the brave. Fortune favors the bold in these trading ranges. People are just willing to take reversals, every reversal. We're breaking down pretty hard now. Coming back to yesterday's close, and if we break below yesterday's, we just touched yesterday's close, and we are testing it now. We are surely testing it. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. We got it. Here we're breaking below yesterday's close now. That's not what you want to see if you're a bull. We are playing with fire. Now, do we think we're going to have a strong downtrend day today? I still feel like market's a little confused, but strong bear leg here at least. It may be reversing this big move up here. But for me, it doesn't really matter because I don't have a setup. What I'm trying to figure out right now is the market cycle, pandas. And so I'm trying to figure out, am I looking for a short trade or am I looking for a long trade? And if I'm looking, and once I could figure that out, then I can look for a setup. But I don't know which way we're trading right now. I'm unsure of the market cycle. I mean, I feel like we are in a trading range still. But you know, that's why these are tricky, because strong move down. I mean, this could be, I mean, for me, yeah, it has to look something like this. I mean, this is a pretty strong move back up. Pretty nice bounce here. And are we even get a setup? That's the thing. Can we even get a setup? Are we looking for a second entry short here? Or first entry? Hard to say. We are bouncing off the 20 EMA here quite nicely. If anything, I'll probably look for a trap trade to the long side here if we can get it. But I don't know if the market's gonna be that generous. I mean, it seems like it's just reversing on every single just reason to reverse. It's a higher low, second entry long. That might have been the trade I had to go into. We're also creating a two-legged pullback, but bouncing off of this, you know, yesterday's close. I mean, and seeing the recent price action makes me feel like I gotta look for a long trend. I gotta look for a reversal here more than a trend, a strong trend. So this is why I'm drawing out this pattern here, right? Fail second entry short. I'm looking to go long here, but let's see if the market gives us a setup here. That'd be nice if it does, but if it doesn't, we just move on and wait for the next one. But I'm anticipating a fail second entry short here, and right now we're not getting it. It's going on without us, which is unfortunate again. It just makes the moves without us, right? We don't have that fail second entry short. We just have a higher low second entry, which reverses the market again. This is why these days are tricky. And you think we're gonna, you know, just break down here with strong bear bars, right? Strong looking trend here, and next thing you know, we're just right back up to the top. I just didn't get my setup. I really wanted one break below, right? Just a small break below and then reversing. That's what would make me feel like it's like a very high probable trade. I mean, you going long here, I don't know if that's a high probable, it works out, but is a high probability trade. Tricky, right? Especially when you break down this hard. There are plenty of times when you see this and you realize, you know, there's plenty of times when you see this kind of setup and you realize when you go long, you're going right into the 20 EMA, and then you realize, man, the market actually finally makes a decision to go short. Plenty of times that happens. So because of the market cycle, I was expecting a reversal of some sort like this. You know, fortune favors the brave right now. You know, this was simply just a two-legged pullback. A, B, C. Right? That's all it is. Right now, we're just making an A, B, C pattern. Big push down. I mean, sooner or later, it's going to break out, right? Sooner or later, it's going to make a direction. But right now, it's hard to tell which way it's going to be. I mean, V bottom, A top, V bottom. And it's just going up and down, up and down. And the thing about two-legged pullbacks is a little difficult to trade because typically you have to trade it like with a trend. But when you have a trading range like this, you gotta kind of trade like a little more rare setups where like higher low or lower high setups. It's hard just to take the second entry just right away, right at the top. It's just difficult in my opinion. It's because so many times it might make just a couple more legs up and you just get trapped out. We may start getting a, you know, and the question is, should we take a second entry long here? I mean, such a strong push up. A, B, C, second entry long forming here. Let's not be lazy. We can have we do have a trend line that could be working for us. And a little far from 20, but this trend line is valid. And you know, if I were to think this is trading range, we're probably near the top of the trading range. Coming down here, I may take a long here, but tricky. Not the best signal bar. Probably will make a point, but it does make a point. Terrible signal bar. Right, we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 points of risk, about 6 points of risk. Terrible signal bar, but it does make a 2-leggy off the 20 EMA, and respects our trend line that we made with these 2 pivots. The signal bar was just terrible, so I didn't want to take that, unfortunately. And you can only take what the market gives you, like I've been saying. And I feel like the market has just been tricky. You know, with a bad signal bar like this, it's about 6 points of risk. Very difficult. Very difficult. We may get a strong push up here. Okay, I'm basing that off the 10,000 tick. Right, we have a higher low second entry long, fail breakdown, and we're clearly above the 20 MA here, so we may get a strong push up. I keep thinking we're gonna trend, but I mean my mindset should just be trading range all day today. Wow, big push down. Clearly above the 20 MA on the 2K chart. Days like this, I'm very keen on finding reversals, and this is a break of trend to new high. So I'm actually looking for a reversal here. I'm not necessarily trying to go long. Around 10 o'clock, probably the market will figure out what it's trying to do. It feels like it wants to go long. It feels like it wants to break to the upside, if anything. But hard to tell. Big second push up here. I'll take the fail second entry long. That's what I have to take here. I don't know if I can take this lower high second entry above the 20 MA like this. My 20 MA is holding now. Little worried just to reverse this right at this moment. So now we're going a little sideways here, whereas before we were going up or down, up, down, up. Now we're going up, and now we're kind of sideways. Pattern has changed here. The market may change here as well. Nice push down. Fail second entry long is the only setup I can see here at the moment. This is the setup I'm looking for. Just not thinking the market's going to trend either way until it actually does. And so, with that being said, I'm going to try to take the reversals. We can get it. Strong push down. 10K chart. Trading range is just beautiful. Top of the trading range to the bottom of the trading range. It's been in this kind of consolidation. Right, the trading range indicator on the 10,000 tick chart's been doing it for a while now. Ever since 3 a.m. has been in this trading range, right, top to the bottom. That's why I was looking for a fail second entry long. I'm not so confident to enter on the lower high second entries, which is what this dark red 2 is. Dark red 2 means it's a lower high second entry, and Yeah. Maybe be willing to take a short trade here if we can get a fail second entry long. Let's see if the market gives it to us. Inside bar, market is going on without us, right? Again, not giving us our second entry long, right? To get the failure. Instead, it just makes an inside bar and goes on, gets us a scalp, and we miss this train again, unfortunately. Tough day, tough day. It's like a nice signal bar to go long, actually. It makes you want to go long, just like a good signal bar. Second entry long. I'm gonna take this short here. Most likely get burned. Just watch. Probably get burned again, like I did earlier today. Outside bar reversal. I'm not interested in outside bar reversals. Something went wrong. Something happened here. And I couldn't. That was very strange. I'm in this trade and I'm gonna have to manually close this. Something weird happened. It's unfortunate. I wouldn't want to enter that trade. I don't know, something happened and my trade got stuck. I couldn't get out of it, couldn't move it. So now I'm in this bad trade because of Rhythmic. Very bad trade now. I'm gonna have to. I just killed it. Again, I mean, that I was not trying to get into that trade, but something happened with Rhythmic, and I couldn't cancel the trade, and it's unfortunate. You get things like that happen. That is really unfortunate. I didn't even want to enter that trade because of the outside bar reversal, but it ends up getting me in that trade because it didn't let me cancel it, turn orange on me. This is really terrible. I don't know if I feel safe trading right now, because that is very unfortunate. I did not want to enter that trade. Ah, man, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. If Rhythmic is down. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, something's going on. Something strange is going on. Very strange, but that's an unfortunate event. I end up losing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point trade because of that. But man, that sucks. What can you do? It makes me scared. Like, you know, if I just open any trade and move it, yeah, that just turned orange too. Oh, that's really dangerous. I shouldn't have done that. I have this like frozen. I have a frozen trade right now, and I'm in. Okay, well, hey, at least I scalped out that time. Pandas, right now, do not trade with your Apex. I'll just say that right now. I ended up scalping on that trade because I just wanted to do a test, and I ended up getting an actual good scalp on that. Woo! Okay, Pandas. Hey, let's just say this: do not trade right now on Apex. It's really jacked up. I'll say, be careful, Pandas. Be careful. Be very careful. It makes me feel like I can't even trade. I can't trade today. It's wild. What's going on right now? Very scary stuff. Can't move any of your orders once you set them up. Yeah, sorry, Pandas. I don't feel safe making any trades right now. Maybe I'll switch over to sim just so I can keep trading, but I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm getting a bunch of things happening now. Like all those beeps are my Rhythmic coming in real late with these orders. Something's happening here. It's not good. It's unfortunate because I want to enter trades, but I do not feel safe right now entering anything because of the platform. And if you don't feel confident in your platform, I'm not willing to risk money here. Yeah, I'm gonna just play it safe and probably not enter any more trades today. I'm gonna end red and end my streak, my green streak, on the stream, unfortunately. But you know, I'd rather be safe than worry about this green streak. Oh man, Pandas. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way. How can I test this? I want to test if it's working, but it seems like every time I put a order in, it just gets frozen. And so it's hard to do a test when every time you put an order in, it just freezes. I don't know. I'm just unsure of what to do here. What can I do? Raw freeze, yeah, that's what I tried to do. It didn't work actually. Because I think Apex still holds that order. And so if it does end up triggering, so this trap fails as well. I mean, we're getting a lot of failed traps. Failed trap here, failed trap here, failed trap here. So today's not the day for those traps, Pandas. It's not the day for the traps, at least to go with trend. The traps are failing. But yeah, I checked. I think I'm good. I think all my trades are closed right now. I don't see any movement here. Oof, 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 oof. Bad day. People are having trouble logging in. I can log in just fine. Don't know what's happening though. The thing is, like, a lot of people use Rhythmic. It's not an Apex thing, it's a Rhythmic thing. And you know, with a lot of these prop firms, they use Rhythmic because it's like it seems like to be like one of the preferred third-party you know, softwares to check your trades. But yeah, I'm not sure. You know, if you move to another account or another type of prop firm, they probably use Rhythmic as well. I'm confused. Like, I'm worried to set up a trade here. Maybe I'll do like a really small trade. Like, I'll do a custom one. That's just like one tick either way. So the most you lose is just 1 point. Yeah, that's still frozen on me. It's a one tick trade, so if it enters, it's just I'm gonna lose $12. But yeah, I can't move this. Still messed up. Can't seem to get out of this one. That's not good. I can't get out of this trade. It's so messed up. Oh man, I can't get out of this one. Oh boy. Yeah, about that. And this was the one tick trade that I just wanted to get out of. I can't get out of this trade. It's bad. Oh boy. It's not good. And it's on a downtrend right now. Okay, there we go. Got out. Pandas, do not get... I try to do like a one tick trade, thinking, okay, the worst that can happen is I lose $12, but that doesn't even trigger. It goes into the trade and it doesn't create the ATM for it, so it didn't actually get me out. I couldn't get out of the trade. Yeah, unfortunately today this is not tradable. I'm down 812, oh boy. I mean, it's just 812, but the more important thing is probably safer to not use Rhythmic right now. I personally think Apex should send us something to let people know not to be using. Right, it's very unstable right now. Very unstable. Oh, you know, I should have just done that on one account. I don't know. Let me see. Unfortunately, well, pandas, with that being said, I'm probably gonna I can't even make a trade, so I don't know if I want to keep streaming today. It's kind of a waste of time. Pandas, we're gonna cut this one short today, just because, you know, we can't even place any trades. And so, because of that, yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be better. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Down 812. It's a bummer, and a lot of it was caused because of Rhythmic, especially this trade here. Did not want to enter that trade. It just happened, and yeah, it's unfortunate. So, pandas, I'm going to start back up tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we won't have this issue. But yeah, trade safe for everyone. Bright and early tomorrow. 9:15 for the mainstream. 9 o'clock for pre-market show. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.